We are going to start from the day two. Okay. We have some agenda about the day two, about the marketing cloud, studio overview, whatever we saw in the overview. Today we will see and objects in the marketing cloud, data extension, creation method of the data extension. That all these things we will learn today. If I'll show you the overview of the marketing cloud, okay, see, this is the application where we are going to work in a real time or class also. Okay, in organization, you will get the same UI and same access for working. And here we will do same type of the work. This one is the email studio and mobile studio. They have the different types of the features are there. And social studios is there, advertising studio, web cloud pages studios are there, personalizations, analytics builder, journey builder. There is a, all features are there inside the journey builder, content builder, audience builder. Einstein is there. That is the AI part. Wow, we will discuss in the deep further. App Exchange also we will discuss. Query Studio will discuss. Package Manager is there. Okay, and then move to our slides. See, first we'll see what is the marketing cloud. It's the cross-channel communication to reach customer the right time, right way, with the right messages in the right way. Suppose I'm sending any messages. If you'll see the marketing cloud, is marketing cloud not only for the email, mobile, social, advertising. It's combination of the all these things. That's why it's the cross channel for the your any campaign. if we'll, we will check that one. It's connect with the customer with email, mobile message, digital advertising, website content, and social media. Manage customer experience, marketing cloud, sales and service cloud. Suppose if you have any other clouds like sales cloud, service cloud, we can also manage that cloud inside the marketing cloud. All we see the that one. Studios in the SFMC. First, we'll saw the email studio, mobile studio, data studio, social studio, advertising studio. If you will talk about the email studio is nothing just like the one-to-one personalization with the email marketing. Whatever you have the data, you can personalize as per the requirement. Mobile studio for the mobile, reach customer view, SMS, group, messaging, of location. Social studio for the social media marketing, like engage with your customer, like with Facebook and any other social medias. Advertising studio, we can advertising the things inside the marketing cloud. Data studio is the secure platform for the data sharing. There are the various data objects in the marketing cloud because we are going to start from the data, then after it we'll start the email content, then after it we'll see the automation and journey. Step by step we will see everything. If you'll see the data extension objects, there is a objects in the marketing cloud like data extension and lists. Okay, if you'll see the data extension is nothing, just if you know about the tables, just like that. It's like the table in the marketing cloud containing information about your subscribers such as name, address, age, gender, and email. If I'll show you the data extension inside the marketing cloud, okay, we can go there, the email studio, open that one. After clicking on the subscriber, there is data extension. Inside the data extension, suppose I'm opening that one. Welcome journey, suppression D. These are this one is the data extension name. Okay. These are the properties. External key, created date, last modify, honor, use for sending, testing. Fields are there. Whatever the fields, if you want to add, we can add from here.
What is an external key? Like what it's used for?
I will explain everything. Okay, just I'm showing the overview. And C, that is the field name. Suppose if everyone I think know the what is the table and how to store the data, like Excel sheet, some name. Suppose that we have the name, first name, last name, email address. and storing that data. That is the eh, data extension inside the marketing cloud. Okay, everything I will discuss. See, just I was showing overview for the creating in the mind. Okay, operation on the data extension. We can do? We can create the data extension. We can import data inside the data extension. Whatever the data we have the store in the data extension, we can store. And whatever we have the created that data, if you want to delete for the that data, then we can delete. That four operation we can apply. Okay, what is the use of data extension and when you can use? If you have the more than 50,000 subscriber, that time you can use the data. Subscriber is nothing. Subscriber is like data. Suppose that you have the email address. That email address is stored in the marketing cloud. Consider that is the subscriber now. Okay, we will discuss about subscriber in detail also. Okay, you support the multiple subscriber set separate definition. If you want to make the separate definition for the all the subscriber, then you can use the data extension. That is a flexibility inside the data extension. You can send the global messages using the data extension. You require fast import speed. If you are using the another features inside the marketing cloud like list, it will the text time, it will the very hard to as compared to data extension, but it's very easy to access and very easy to upload, and everywhere you can access that data extension. You can implement trigger sent using the data extension. You can use the soap or rest api to storing data inside the table. You prefer the flexible subscription model. uh, in every model we will get the data extension access. Okay, suppose you are purchasing the basic marketing cloud access, that time also you have the data extension types. If you will see the types of the data extension, there's a standard data extension, sendable, non-sendable, testable data extension. We will create the templates by data extension, filter data extension we will create, and random data extension also. We will see one by one. Okay, first we will seeing the standard data extension. Okay, why we are going to use for the standard data extension? We can create your own table. Your choice field may be the sendable or not. Okay, see, suppose I am going to show you. See, I'm going to see the data extension. Okay, see the top right corner, create button is there. If I'll create there, I'm selecting the standard data extension. Okay, and I'm going to create. Okay, I'm going to give the table name student. Okay, after giving the table name, suppose I'm selecting the sendable. I'm leaving that one. Okay, clicking on the next part, clicking on the next part. We can add the field here. Okay, email. We can add the name, email, phone number. Okay, here we need to give the mobile. Okay, this type of the things we can add here inside the data extension. Okay, no worry about that one. We are going to in deep in the data extension. See, about the data extension, you can create on table whatever the fields you want. Okay, whatever the fields you want to add according to data type, we can create the standard data extension. In standard data extension, your choice field you can select as per the requirement. You can select it's maybe sendable or not sendable. Suppose you are creating the data extension. After creating the data extension, you are going to use for the send mail to that subscriber, message to that subscriber. That time you can select the sendable, or otherwise you can uncheck that one. Use of the standard data extension for the building custom set of the fields. Whatever the fields you want to create, you can create. Then after that, we will see how to create the data extension. Okay, suppose I'm coming the back. Okay, cancel this one. Okay, uh, I'm coming on the overview part. Once I'll comes on the UI. Okay, in UI, you can see left side. This one is the folder. Okay, we can select the folder. That folder we will study. See top right corner. It's the create button. Click on the create. If you want to create the data extension, you can click there. There is a three types of the data extensions are there features. You can create all three. First, we will go with the standard data extension. Okay, here we are going to create our custom fields. Suppose I'm selecting the student data table. Okay, then after that, there is the external key. External key, it will be generated. Then I will tell. Once you'll generate that external key, then I will tell in details. Okay, see the type. Whatever the type you are going to select, a standard, random, or filter, that type will be the say. So here, location. What is your folder location? You can change here also. There is two options: sendable or testable. If you want to send that data, that mail to that subscriber, you can select the sendable. Okay, and suppose that if you have the some if you are creating that data extension for the testing purpose in your organization, then that time you can create the testable. You can select the testable. Okay, now we are going to select sendable data extension. Okay, otherwise we can create the uncheck also. If you are not selecting any option, then after that you can't send data, only you can store data inside this table. Okay, you can say this table or table, but in inside the marketing cloud, usually we call this one data extension. Okay, I'm clicking on the create. Okay, this one I will discuss. First I will show how to create the fields. For a student table, we should have the name. Okay, class, then contact number, then also select the city or address. Okay, after selecting this one, okay, in this way we can give the field name. Okay, after giving the field name, first we'll go to the email studio subscriber, then after that we selected the data extension, then we click on the data extension for the create. Then after that, see, there is a screenshot is attached how to go and how to find the data extension. And see there create button is there. Step 2, step 3, select the data extension types is the standard data extension. Then step 4, here is the creation method. Select from new, select from existing, select from the template, sendable, is testable. And third one is the associate email for the new customer. If you want to add the email address in your data extension for new customer or campaign, you can add here. Inside the fifth step, we will see the what is the creation method. Okay, see there is a, if you'll go back, okay, see that one. This one is a creation method. Okay, which type of the data extension you want to create, in which way. Suppose that I'm going to create from new. In new, I will create that data extension totally new. I'll give the custom field name. I will give the data extension name. Everything I'll give from my on-site as per requirement. Okay. From existing, suppose that whatever the data extension you have, okay, using that data extension, we can create the new data extension. Create from templates. Suppose I'm selecting the templates. Okay. That templates is already given by the marketing cloud. Only we can use that template. No need to give the field name. Okay, only we need to select the template name. Then after that you can create that one. We will see that one by one. Okay, first we are going to focus on the standard data extension. Create from new, table name, student. Next. Okay, now we are going to create from the new. Okay, for creating from the new, first what we need to select, create from new, select the creation method, sendable or associate email for the new customer. Okay. Step 5 under the create data extension, data retention policy. If we will see that one, see that is the data retention setting. Okay. Inside the data retention setting, we can see individual record, all records. Okay. All record with data extension. There is a periods are there when you want to delete. First, we'll see what is the retention policy. Okay, retention policy, we can choose the data retention policy to allow to wipe the records. Suppose you are creating the data extension today, okay, and your organization and you have the requirement for the remove that data from the data extension. Okay, using the retention policy, we can remove that data. We can wipe the data from the data extension. Even we can delete that data extension using the retention policy. If I'll select, see, there is three option: individual, all records, all record data extension. Suppose I'm clicking on the on, it was the off. Okay, in off retention policy, it's not going to do anything. Okay, it will be the store inside the data extension. Okay, it's not going to delete. If you want to delete that data extension, whatever you have the created, you can select the on. After clicking on the on, there is three options we are getting: individual, all record data extension, and all records. There is periods when you want to delete that particular activity, particular record. Then we can select the after 6 days, after 4, 5, 3, okay, whatever you want, 5, 6. Then see here, that is the days, week, month, and years. You can select that one. Reset period time import. If you want to reset that time period, if suppose we can also reset that. Then after that, we can select here. Suppose I'm not selecting anything. Wait, I'm selecting the individual record. Okay, after 11 days, it will be going to record. Here, I'm going to give name, comes here. See, retention policy on. We can on or off our retention policy. Then if it's on, it's not going to wipe your data. If it's on and you are selecting any three option, then it's going to wipe according to option. Step 6, we can create data extension properties, retention policy field. We can create the fields, relationship, or we can click on the create. Before whatever I show you, we can select that retention policy whenever we want. Then we can create the data extension, select the fields. We are discussing the data extension. Okay, inside the data extension, see there is lots of the data type. If you will see, suppose I am giving the name, contact, okay, address. This one is the field name. Okay, whatever the data types you want to apply for the particular fields, there is a data types are also there. Only we need to drag and drop. See which data type you want to select for the name. Suppose I'm selecting name, contact for number, address. For address, I will select there is a local is there, local or text we can select. Okay, these are the data types. We will see the which data types are available inside the marketing cloud. Okay, in marketing cloud there is some data types, text data types. Text is the string which can be also contain the numbers. Okay, uses of the this text data extension is storing the alphanumeric character and textual information, like whatever the names are there, like student name we are giving, like Sai, Vishal, Kamal, Sandy, like that we can use. Okay, we can also use the collection of the characters are here inside the text. Inside the number, second things, number, we can use the numerical character. Okay, but inside the date text, we can use also number also. Whenever you are putting the number inside the text, it will be the read as the text, not as the number. Use of the number, ideal storing and managing numerical data that doesn't require the decimal precision. If you'll see the boolean part, there is boolean used for the true or false. Suppose you have the some condition. If you want to make condition true or false, that time you can apply with the boolean part. Boolean is used for the field where data is either true or false, such as the checkbox or binary or decision. Email address is specially designed to store the email address. We can't put any other data in that field. Only we can use the email address data type. It's reserved to where only email address are expected, ensuring the proper data validation or emails. There is a phone data type inside the data extension. Only we can store the phone numbers. Useful for the storing, managing contact, phone and numbers. Decimal parts, if you want to add some decimal values, then we can use the decimal. See, uses of this decimal, ideal storing of the numerical data require the decimal precision. In number, we will see the without decimal. In decimal, if you want to add some points or decimal, then we can use the decimal data types. Locale is there. Locale for the in student data table, we saw that address. For that type of the locality, if you want to add in data extension, that time you can use the locale. Use of the localization purpose, such as displaying date, time, currency, format based on the specific region conversion. Suppose that you are in India. For India locale, I will select. It will be automatically show the India currency, times, all these things for your data extension. Note, if you will see, there is a date data types in the data extension. Suppose I am selecting here the date. Okay, here is the date data type. Okay, this date data type is not going to store only your date and date. It's also going to store your the time and second also, not only for the date part. Okay, and once move here. Okay, date field in marketing cloud, actually date and time. You can also have the hours, minutes included. Dates are saved in the specific time zone, which is the something that you, if you want to add the IST, PS, GST, anything you can add inside the date. Okay, especially your global organization and not all the based on the time zone marketing cloud. Okay, suppose my organization inside the India and I am using the marketing cloud time, that will be the US timing, but I want to set the Indian timing, then using the date, I can select also. See, for creation of the data extension, there is a create fields. We can select the email, password, first name, last name, DOB, everything we can select. Then after that, I need to select the data types. For which data type I'm going to add inside the marketing cloud. Suppose I have the email address. For email address, I need to select the email address data type. Password, I need to select the text or number or character also. First name is there. First name is text. We can select the text. Last name text. DOB is the date. Then we need to select the date type of the data extension. Gender are there. We can select the gender like boolean, like male or female, true or false. And address are there. Address we can select the text. Company name, whatever the suppose the company name is in the string format. Then we can select the test data type. Okay, whatever the data type we are going to use, that data type you can select. See, if you'll see the third line, it's showing the length of that data type. Whatever the data type we are using, we can select the length also. Suppose you are selecting here the address. For address you want 250. In between the 250, users would have the submit their data, and if it's exceeding the 250, then it will be the not containing more than 250. And third part, I'm going to discuss primary key, null value, default value. Okay. Primary key is nothing. Suppose that you have the table. Okay. Inside that table, you have the email address, name. Suppose I have the student name. Okay, inside the student data extension, there is a thousands of the students, and 10 students have the same name. Same name like Sai. 10 times Sai are there in same classes. How I can identify the Sai? Okay, I will identify Sai using the roll number. For roll number here, it will be the primary key. For uniquely identify any data type inside the data extension, we can use the primary key. See, primary key is there. If I want to, I would like to make the email address primary key because email address will be the different for the all the person. Then I will select the email address. If I'll have the roll number here, okay, then I will select the roll number. Then I will make the roll number primary key. Nullable is there. Okay, null value is nothing. It's there is no value, not undefined value. There is empty. We can consider like the empty. Nothing we are going to put there. Okay, it's important to handle value, especially when dealing with the data operation and queries. Okay, suppose I have the table. In that table, see, if I'll show that one. See, first name. Okay, I'm selecting the nullable. If I'm selecting the right click here, okay, checkbox I'm selecting, you need to put data here in first name. It's mandatory part. Without inserting the data in the first name, we are not going to add data in data extension. Okay, we can't put empty. If I'm not selecting that checkbox, then we can make it empty or not. It's not taking any error. Default values are there. Okay, suppose we have the gender. Inside the gender, what we can do, we can select the default value is true or false. Suppose I'm running some campaign for the main clothes. Okay, in main clothes, what I can do, I can make the default true. Main will be the true, but if someone wants, the ladies want to purchase, then they can select the false part also. Then that time I can make the default value. Default value are predefined value that automatically assigned to the fields. No other value is especially creation or updating the records. Uses of the default value can be useful for the field where default value is the appreciate, no specific value is provided. uh, Suppose I have the selected some gender. Okay, and if you're not selecting the gender, you are not putting the male or female, it's automatically considered as the male. For that purpose, we are going to use the default values. See, email is there. For email address, then length we can select. Then we can select the key, primary key or not. Primary key for the unique identification. If you're not going to make the unique identification, you can select the uncheck box. Okay, then after it, nullable. Primary key can't be null. Okay, then default value, we can't put the default value also here. Password is there. Password we can select data type, length, primary key, nullable or not nullable, default value. In below, after selecting that all these fields, okay, first I move here. See, name, content, date is there, dob is there. Okay, dob is the date, data type, date. Okay, id I can select. Okay, name is the text data type, contact, whatever we are using, we can use the here. We saw the phone type of the phone data type. For contact or mobile number, we will select the phone data type. Whenever you are going to create the data extension and putting the fields, don't put the phone as a field name because phone is the data type inside the marketing cloud. Then we need to select the contact mobile number like that. Then address, I'm selecting here the text. ID is there. ID I'm selecting as a number because I'm going to make the primary key ID. Okay, when I'm selecting the primary key, okay, ID, it's automatically select the uh, rejecting the nullable value because we can't make null our ID value, our primary key value. DOB is there, date is there. Okay, suppose if you want to make default your date, okay, default date we can also set 3, 4, 5, any date we can select. Suppose I'm running some campaign, and for campaign I'm getting data from our customer. That time I can select the date, any default value I can select here. Okay, after selecting this one, below see there is the send relationship. Okay, in send relationship, if you're going to see, suppose I'm selecting this button, it's not getting this one, it's not selecting this one. Why? Because before that, when we had selected that data extension, that time we didn't selected sendable or testable. That's why we are not able to. Suppose I'm going to create without this two relation. Suppose click on the create button. Okay, student is already there. That's why we can't create. Okay, and also I'm going to select the sendable or testable. Next, next. Then after that, I will able to select the send relationship. Okay, it's not showing here. Wait, subscriber key. See there. Send relationship. I will select here the roll number. Roll number relate to the subscriber key. First, we'll discuss what is the subscriber key. Subscriber key is the nothing. It's a unique identifier related to individual in the marketing cloud. I have the selected the roll number. Roll number will be the subscriber key. In subscriber key, user can developer or user who is going to create the data extension, they can select that data extension key. On behalf of that primary key, we are going to generate the subscriber key. It's uniquely identify your the data extension. Subscriber key is the crucial to personalization, tracking, ensuring the unique identifier used to consistently across the various marketing cloud functionalities. If you'll see the subscriber ID, is subscriber ID is generated by the marketing cloud automatically. Internally, we will see how we are going to generate the subscriber ID. Subscriber key, at time of the selection, we can select, user can select which type of the subscriber key they want. Where they want the subscriber key based on the email address relationship. But subscriber ID is automatically created by the marketing cloud. See, if I'll show you that one, send relationship, whatever the fields I have, okay, I can select the all the fields. But whenever you're going to create the send relationship, that time keep in the mind, you should have the clear click on the primary key. We have the primary key ID, okay, then primary key related to subscriber key or subscriber ID. Here we are not going to create the for the marketing cloud, we are going to create for the on purpose on identification. For that's why I'm going to click the subscriber key. Clicking on the subscriber key create. Okay, see, I'm going to click on the create button. If you will see, we can see also from the overview, data extension. Okay, student one table is created and data extension is also selected. See, external key is there, that is the uniquely identified for your the data extension is the and also we'll see the external key for the uniquely identify for your data extension. Created date is there, last modified date, honor is there. Okay, honor will be show according to see that is the username. Based on the username, it will show the honor name, date, location, standard, and also see here is the use for sending, yes, use for testing, subscriber key relationship for which type of the subscriber key it's showing. at time of the sending mail, we will understand all in the detail, like this one, why it's working, why we're selecting the related to id, why we're going to select the email address, all the different things we will see. Because why I started from the data extension, it's the different level. First we will see the data, then after content, then after that we will see the automation. We will deep in the data extension one by one. Okay, it will take 7 to 8 days about the data extension. Then after that move to another part. If you'll see here, also we can edit that one. Click on the edit button, whatever features you want to select, id and another field, then you can select. Okay, you can cancel here and see whatever the fields we have the created, and default value whatever you have the selected is showing. And if you want to see the record, we will see the record part also here. Click here, we don't have any record, that's why it's not showing. Tracking part, we can also track our data. Okay, once we will send the mail to that subscriber, that time we will track. First, today's agenda for the only how to create the data extension. Okay, then another thing we will see, 1 second. See, what we saw, the properties of the data extension: name, type, sendable, primary key fields. Okay, if you will see that one, fields are there. Okay, external key are there, names are there. Okay, whatever the names of the data extension, this one is the your name. Okay, and this one is the fields, whatever the fields you want to select. Data type we can select, length we can also select. Suppose we already created the data extension, how to edit that data extension, we can select the edit button. We can check the, we can give the another name, we can delete. If you want to delete, then you can click on the this button, this is minimize button, it will the remove from here. Okay, anything else if you want to ask about the data extension creation? Once I'll go to the overview again. First, what I will do, first I will log in the marketing cloud. Okay, email. Once I log in the marketing cloud, I will get this overview or this type of the UI. For creating the data extension, I will go to the subscribers. Inside the subscriber, I will select the data extensions. After the selecting the data extension, we will get the right side create button. After selecting the create button, we have the three option. Okay, standard data extension, filter or random. Now we are going to create for the standard data extension. On the standard data extension, we have the three creation method. Okay, we can select the create from new, existing or templates. First, we are going for the create from the new. Suppose I am going to create here the student 2. Okay, external key, it will be the generate automatically from the marketing cloud. Here we can select the features, sendable, location. If you want to change the folder location, we can change sendable or testable. Okay, select. We can select our retention policy if you want to delete the particular record. If you don't want to delete that record, we are not going to select any retention policy. We are for now I am going to off that retention policy. Select on the off. Okay, here I am going to select the field name, name, id, email, contact, address. After giving the field name, I'm going to give the data type, text, number, id, number. Id is going to select number as a primary key. Email address, we should have the select the email address. Contact, for contact we need to select the not the number. For contact we are going to store the mobile number. For mobile number there is another data type, phone. We can select the phone. Address, I'm going to select the text. Okay, then after that what I can do, I can click on the primary key. Primary key, if I want default value, Suppose someone is not putting the name, then after that, hey, again, you can select the Mr. and any name you can put. Okay. And email address. You can also make the email address as the primary key because every person should have the different types of the email address. Copy of the email address can't be there. This one we can also select the primary key. Here I want to select the relationship for the creating of the data extension. We can select the ID number or email address. Whatever the primary fields we have, the primary key we have, we can select that one. After clicking on that, we can go and create the create button. Data extension is already created. Okay. And if you want to see that data extension, how we can see whatever the data extension we have the created, we need to select the search button, student 2, then we will see our data extension. Records, tracking, whatever the external key fields we have the added, we will see how to add the record. Okay, after this one, suppose I have the created data extension, I am unable to find that data extension. How to see that data extension inside the marketing cloud? There is overview button. Once I click the overview button, see whatever the features you are doing inside the marketing cloud, we can select. Now I have the created data extension. Recently what I have the date is showing student 1, student 2. From here also we can select and see our data extension. And there is another method to create the data extension, another way to create the data extension. This one from the subscriber, and we have the contacts tool is there. Continue. Inside the audience builder, we have the contact builder. Once I'll click the contact builder, okay, see inside the contact builder you will get the this type of the features. But here we are going for the only data extension. I will select the data extension. Then left side, you will see the folder name, which folder you want to create. Okay. Here, if you want to create the new folder, also we can create the folder. Okay. Suppose I'm clicking on the Sandy. Inside the Sandy folder, see wherever we have the created, whatever the folder we have. Okay. That all folder we will see here from left side. And also you want to select the any folder. Suppose I'm selecting the Sieve folder. Inside the Sieve, I'm going to create one data extension. Same things, same UI we will get. Suppose I'm clicking on the create from the new existing templates. I'm giving the name student 3. Okay. External key will be create automatically. Here if I want to change the location, I can change data extension, see anything. Suppose I'm selecting this one and done. It's going to change the location. It's sendable, testable, anything if you want to select, you can select here. Okay. Then after that, I can click the new next. After clicking on the next, it's asking about the retention policy on or off. Once I click on the on, I will get this UI. When I want to delete that record, individual, all record, data extension, or all records. It's going to delete the individual records. Whatever the fields you are selecting, it's going to one by one, it's going to delete. All records, data extension, data will be there, data extension will be there, name and fields will be there, but whatever the records in that data extension, that will be going to record. Then it's as well as it's going to delete your data extension. But all records, what it's going to do, fields will be there, data will be the remove and wipe from the data extension. Periods we can select whatever periods we want. Then for now I'm going to off. Okay, click the next. After clicking on the next, I can select the name, field name, field data type, required or not required, length or default value. if you'll see the difference between we are creating from the subscriber email studio, then we are getting the primary key here. But here it's asking required or not. If it's required, then you can click. It will be the considered as the primary key. Suppose name is the name and contact number. Okay. I'm adding only three fields. Okay. And ID, I'm also going to select ID, email address. Email address, you can select the here email address. For ID, I'm going to select the number. Address is text. Contact number, I'm going to select the phone. Okay. Name, I'm going to select. I'm going to make the required contact number and ID also and email address. If you will click the required, we can't put the empty dat fields. Okay. When we will add the record from the Excel sheet, we will see again in the detail that one. I'm selecting the subscriber send relationship. Okay. At time of the send relationship, I will select the email address, contact number, name. Suppose I'm selecting the email address, then it's going to the create your data extension. Data extension we can create in the two way, one from the direct from the email studio and another from the contact builder. Anything if you want to ask about the data extension creation, then you can ask. Hello, hello.
Yes, Sandy, I'm good from my side.
Yeah. Then after that we have the some another session. Okay. Wait, I'm showing the some task are there. Again, I'm going to documentation and steps. I will share with you all these things and see. Before that we have some, we have some basic use cases we need to follow for creating the data access. Okay. Yeah. We have the five information. On behalf of the information, I will provide this documentation. You need to create the all five data extension. You will get to know about the what is the data extension, what type of the data extension we are using, what type of the functionality we are using that one, what type of the challenges you will get, then you will consider here and you will ping me. Then again after that we will see the how to insert data inside this data extension. Then after it we'll see the another features of the data extension one by one. Okay. This one we need to create. See, here is the basic information is there. Okay. I have the provided data extension name. Okay. Customer information. Suppose all 4 or 5 person are going to use the customer information, same name. For same name, we can't create data extension in the marketing cloud. We need to give the different name for the every data extension. Okay. You can give the customer information one, two, three, four like that. Then field name is there. First name, right as well. Last name, middle name.
Sandy,
Yeah,
Sandy, I mean, your voice was not good earlier. I
earlier.
mean, yeah,
Now it's audible.
yeah, it's audible now.
Oh, see, that is the some use cases I will provide to you. In use cases, there is the basic informations are there about the customer information. Okay. For customer information, what we need to create, like first name, which type of the data types also I have provided. You need to select from the drag and drop. Last name, email address data types is there. Sign up date, data type is their date. If you will see the product details, in the product details, we have the given the product detail data extension name. You need to create the field 1, field 2, field 3, field 4, and as well as data type is there. Okay. Then after that we have the preferences, customer preferences data extension. We will go. We need to create that data extension also. Field name and data type is already given there. Event registration is there. In event registration, data extension name. Before also I told you, don't go with the same name. Suppose someone is created the event registration, then you need to create 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay. Survey response are there. Survey response data extension is there. Whatever the fields we are going to use for that one, you need to create. Just 5 data extension for the your practice. Okay. Then after you will see in the data extension in the another level. We will going to create the another types of the data extension. Today we see the standard. Then after that we'll see the functionality, how to store, how to apply the some random filter like that. All these things we'll see one by one. Anything else? Anyone want
So
to ask anything?
uh, I would like to ask Vishal, one question.
Okay.
Vishal, per your experience, what would be the use case of the retention thing is there, right? Retention option is there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So per your experience, what would be the use case for using a retention?
Like as of now, like I haven't encountered like this kind of scenario, but like as per like Salesforce Marketing Cloud, like retention is like using for like wiping out that all data.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure like like what will be the use case for that, like in the current scenario, like the client like I'm handling and managing, like I
Okay.
haven't come to. So can you just give me an example so like it will be helpful.
Actually, Sai, today was the only for the how to create the data extension. I saw the all the functionalities, and also we are going to apply the data retention policy as a real time, one by one. It's just the showing how to apply data retention policy. Suppose that you have the data extension. Okay, in that data extension, you have the some offer code. Offer code data extension. You are providing some offer for the particular time. Okay, after 5 days, 10 days, is automatically going to remove or wipe from the data extension offer code. After 5 days, your user can't get mail or that type of the information from your data extension. For that, for that type of the uses, we are going to use the data retention policy. There is lots of the real-time use cases on based on that. Once you'll complete the data extension one by one, we will see.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sai is having a one question. What is the difference between subscriber key and subscriber ID?
Subscriber key it's going to generate from the our on site. It's for the on purpose. It's uniquely identification for the data extension from us, and subscriber id is going to generated by the marketing cloud. That one we also going to experience in the detail. Once you'll send the mail, you will get in the best picture of the subscriber id or subscriber key. That's why also only I provided the introduction part and where it's going to generate. Okay, once you're sending the mail na, that time at time of the sending mail is going to create the subscriber key. If you'll see here, see if I'll show that. Hmm, go to the email. Okay, all subscriber, all these things we will see one by one. Don't worry about anything. Suppose I'm clicking here. Okay, this is the email address. This email address has the subscriber key. Subscriber key is the generated. I told you, when you are selecting the data extension relationship. Suppose I will selected here the ID number. For that type of the subscriber key will generated with the particular email address. Okay, here they have the selected at time of the storing data. Email address is the subscriber key, sending relationship. Then that type it's created the subscriber key here, email address. If I'll show you the subscriber ID is not generated by us. It's not taking the commands from our side. It's automatically generated from the marketing cloud. That subscriber ID also I'll show in the detail. One will move to the subscriber partner, then we will see all in the detail. First today agenda only for the data extension, how to create. That's it. But apart from that, also I have to share all these things because it's at least you should know about that one. What is that and how to use. Okay. Anything else? This one you need to complete this all five tasks before tomorrow class. Okay.
Uh, Sandy, actually, uh, this IDs, this org access will be ready by Thursday. In fact,
Okay.
so I actually requested for a speedy thing, but they have their own this thing. So that would be ready by Thursday. So only on max by Wednesday end of the day or Thursday we would be able to provide org access to the candidates, to
Okay.
the students.
Okay. Okay.
Um, that is one thing, and also Vishal, Sai, Priya. So yesterday's and also today's recording link I will share in
Yeah. Yeah.
another 30 minutes to 1 hour of time. Okay.
Okay. And that one I have share. Okay. For creation method, if you want, then I will share that one. How to go step by step, I will provide to you.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would be good. I mean, like,
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least they'll run through a document.
Because why I'm not going to provide all these things. Okay. Because once I'll share that video and information, at least you are going through these use cases. It's just started. Okay.
Hmm.
Once you are the familiar with the marketing cloud, no need to tell about the all in the details. You will capture all these things automatically. In that way, I have the design. Because today agenda was my agenda was not from the what is subscriber key, just for the how to create the data extension. What is the data types? Nothing. Only you will be the familiar after these tutorials how to create the data extension. And next day after 2 days you will get everything one by one. Because in the marketing cloud, telling in the line by line is very difficult if I'll start from here because it's from the experienced person and they have the working and like that. If I'll start from the overview, then I will start the overview, some other functionality is there. If I'll start from the content, then another features are there. That's why I have the design how
Yeah,
to go step by step. Okay.
yeah.
Because we saw inside that one, data extension subscriber is there, shared, and all these things. But I'll start the subscriber it takes the one or two classes. That's why only overview when we are going to use. If you don't mind, maybe I will try to give. Let us see for access. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
then this one I have share. Okay, you will familiar about that. Trial links it will comes on the handy after one or two tutorials because if I start the trailhead links from here you will stuck because there is some another functionality is there in the first tutorial and second tutorial. It's not a step by step. If I start sharing the trailheads, is there is a shared data extension and all these things. Once you will the discuss about that one then after I'll share one by one. Anything else of or all is good?
Yeah, Vishal.
Yeah, I'm good, Sandy.
I
Yeah,
think Sai can't speak now.
yeah.
Priya,
Priya,
Priya is there.
Priya is there, but
Yeah.
I think 1 second.
Oh, I think he can't. Now
Yeah,
you are
I'm good
there.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So again, like, I would again reiterate what actually Sandy was trying to say is today's agenda was like, in the process of getting acquainted or understanding what is a data extension, probably if you people who have the org access, uh, probably today it would be sufficient for you to get acquainted or hands on by creating data extension. So it would take good amount of time, so rather than pumping all other content at a time, so he feels like this session, only data extension creation, probably getting acquainted with the options, that itself is will be a good thing. Okay, so he's taking slow so that you also can practice. Yeah. Okay, okay. Vishal, can we stop the session?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so